Okay, we're going to play a game of Blood Bayonets. I'm here with Noel and Kai, who's
Don't film me, the feds are after me.
Yeah, who's one of the writers of the game. So, and my son. So I'm going to show you the forces. We're playing a 200-point battle. I did post the actual army forces up on Facebook. So what we're going to have here is a Spanish force. We have some Spanish light dragoons. We have Spanish line, inexperienced line. We have some Spanish grenadiers supporting. We have some Spanish line, inexperienced, as Spanish arc. And we have the Spanish commander who has a, I think, what did I say, a 10-inch command range. And on the hill, we have a Spanish cannon. Sliding over to the French side, we have a unit of French line that's trained, a French trained gun. French commander, same size command range, 10 inches. French grenadiers, which are vets. Another unit of French line. And those are the armies displayed. And then the scenario we're playing is Foraged, which you see in the middle of the table, there's 3 objectives. So if at the end of any turn, one of the 2 players controls 2 out of the 3, the game is over and they win. And then we'll check the secret objectives, which Miguel's looking at right now, and I'll explain those as we go further along.
Definitely not looking at that.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he's looking at. Who knows? But in this game, to control an objective, you touch it. That's why the objectives are a little bigger. I don't like the measuring. If you touch it, you control it. If you don't, you don't control it. So from there, we're going to start working on the secret objectives and start the first turn. Okay, we're getting ready to start the game. Each player draws 6 cards because the Spanish have 6 units. Well, the French only have 5, but by drawing, you draw cards up to the highest number of units. So it gives a slight advantage to a force that's lost a unit or they're a little behind, because that allows the French to pass if they want to. Although we don't have the proper cards yet, they're in the process of being made. We're going for turn number 1. The Spanish player already looks confused.
That's not true.
Let me look at the.
That's a lie.
Give me that confused look. There it is.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, so we flip. Who goes first? We got 2 spades. I cannot see.
He did a spade.
It's clubs, bro.
Oh, I can't see them on the card. You guys call them out.
They all don't look
Spade. I'm going first.
They all don't look the same.
Okay, the French are going first with a spade. Just a reminder, if you activate any artillery unit or veteran unit, which you only have veteran artillery, with a spade or a heart, they get a free reload.
Well, I'm activating my cannon.
Yeah, so you get a free reload out of it.
Right on 2, right?
So, no, 3.
3.
Starts at 4. So after the shot, you'll be at 3, unless you want to. Now you only have 1 action because they're trained.
I'm going to fire.
Of course you are.
That unit of grenadiers there.
You're going to try to skip that shot.
Of course I am.
So you measure closest to closest. Oh, right here.
Here's
Here's tape measure. Here's tape measure. We're trying. So basically what he does is he picks a point.
So I'm at 20.
Well, yeah, you want to actually pick a point where you want to shoot, which is not going to really change the range band. So his goal,
29.
his intention is to skip it into his commander.
Yep. I'm at 29 inches.
Okay, so the first 8 is +0, 16 is +1, 24 is +2, right? And 23 is +3. So you're probably start at a 5.
Mm-hmm. So I'm looking for an 8.
Yeah, but you could push him to aim, because cannons can't aim in this.
I will.
Okay, so now he's down to a 7. Everybody shoots at the cannons at first go.
Of course.
Although your cannon, and what do you roll?
Miss.
Oh, here. We should roll in the thing. Oh, well, hold on, wait. So he missed with the first one. He's already used the glory.
Glory.
So let's do a roll right there so I can see. Oh my God. Oh, money. He got it. So the next thing you need to do is roll skip. So for the French, it's D10. Everybody else, it's D10 divided by 2.
I only need like 3 inches, so.
Yeah, well.
I got a 5.
5, so.
Hit into his command unit there.
Okay, so the way it works is so one of the grenadiers is dead immediately. Okay. You have a medium gun, so you're rolling 3 dice looking for 7s. Which 2. So you have 2. No, they're not dead. You have 2 9 or better saves.
This is dead. These are 2 rolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 9 or better saves. I got 2 dice in there. They're right there.
I won't use your crappy dice, but all right.
All right, whatever. They're provided for you. What do you mean? And 2 more Grenadiers dead, unless you want to glory that. I didn't think
Not
so.
on 9, so I don't care.
Hey, pick them from the ends.
Did I get more dice?
Yeah, I'm here.
I have like 16 model units here.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
You have all the dice you want.
Okay.
Hey, when
I have 3 dead, so I
when
need
you
to
pick when you pick casualties, they're from the end, so they don't create one line.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's because that way you'll stretch out the footprint of the unit.
So
You only lost 3.
I lost 3 guys.
Yeah, so
then I'll put these guys.
okay, he's doing this
I'll do it like this.
This is all goofy. That's
I hate Napoleonics.
totally.
All right, so
he totally broke the rules. All right, so hold on.
4 dice for my morale. So I took. I was hit.
Check out your morale though. I think there are 6s probably on the Grenadiers.
Should be a little better.
The resolve on the Grenadiers is a 6.
So it goes
So
to a 5 because the commander's there.
Correct. So do we get a reroll for the flag?
No, you don't have a musician in your unit, so
Okay,
you do not,
fair
because
enough.
we did
So-
not pay for those.
So it'll be we got hit. That's 1
Right.
die. We took 3 casualties. That's 3 more dice. So I need to roll 6 or more on 4 dice to avoid any fatigue.
Right, and
And that I will. Reroll.
because
Yeah.
that's 3 failures that would create a shake and roll.
Yeah, I don't need shaking Grenadiers.
Nope.
That's sadness.
Probably not a good idea.
Didn't get much better. So it's the
Okay.
same thing.
Awesome.
So
They are running. They're shaking.
Yes, they take 3
straight back.
fatigue and.
And take them off the base, because when they go shaking, they turn loose. So they're like a blob of guys just running away.
So I'll just put them here.
Well, that's what we call a good cannon shot.
Well, what can you do?
Let's
These
see
things
if-
happen. Now they go back. These guys are dead.
Yeah, 4 inches. They can't run off the board, though. If they get to the edge of the board, they'll just stop. So 4 inches back.
Really? I don't like that.
Why? Because you'd lose your Grenadiers.
Well, I would like them to just get an additional chance here, and then if they fail it, they go away, like in Blood and Plunder. But it's opinions. All right, so that's there. We're there.
Blood and Plunder, the cannons aren't as good. You can blast across the field, do things like he just did to you. You lose 1 guy from the command unit.
1 guy dies, and then give me a roll.
Yeah,
So 3 again.
yeah.
Looking for 7s.
7s are better. Yeah. 2
2
again.
2 more.
Jeez.
All right, and I need what, 9s?
Yep.
Make it.
Oh wow.
Oh, one resolve though. Don Felipe Beethoven the 14th.
What's the commander? His resolve is a 5, so he makes it.
Yeah.
He's not even concerned. He didn't like that guy. He owed him money.
Yeah,
All right.
so so even though the first shot was pretty devastating, the second one the
Not so
commander
much.
didn't even care. All right, you still got to play your card. You play.
Is he done?
Yeah, that was
that's
it.
it.
Did it? All
So
right.
it's
You have a club.
your club now.
All right, I'm going to play my club. I'm going to activate my commander. So my commander, he's within 10 inches of the cannon, so he'll use his first of 2 command points to order the cannon to shoot. We will. That's all 1 unit right there.
Yeah, this is all one big.
All right. Will I skip into your command unit? Or I got to shoot the guys. Where are the grenadiers? I'll shoot the grenadiers.
You could. Yeah, I don't know the angle.
You'd have to shoot here and then.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, okay.
Measure range there.
It should be still at +3. It's +3 still.
Yeah, but you started a 4, so
Okay.
now you're at a 7, and you can aim to
Well,
lower
you
to a
can't
I
6.
cannot aim. I'm
This
being
is a command
commanded.
Oh, okay. So you're a straight 7.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're not rolling.
Nope.
Nope.
And I will spend to re-roll that.
Here, roll it so I can see it.
Nope.
And we still fail. Okay.
And you're unloaded.
Classic Spanish behavior. Good job.
What can you do? All right. For the next command point, I will order these guys to rally.
Mm-hmm.
So they will roll. They have 3 fatigue. They'll roll 3 dice. They still need 6s in
Five.
attempt to.
5s because the commander.
Oh,
buffs
5s.
the-
All right.
5.
They get rid of 2 of it, so they
Okay.
are 5.
2 are gone.
Back in action.
So they're back. They cannot form. They can no longer be a formation because they're under 8.
Okay.
But they can still buff the line guys near them.
So currently they're back to buffing the line.
if they're within 3 inches, which they probably are really close, so I don't know if they are or they're not. Just so you know, they got to be within
They are
3.
within 3 of them.
within 3.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so they're buffing both sides.
All right. So now the commander still has his 3 actions.
Mm-hmm.
What is he going to do here? He kind of did what he can do over here. He will.
Scoot over there.
Yeah, he'll scoot over here. He'll stop there because, God forbid, he get fatigue.
Yeah, one other thing. So in this position, units that are formed block line of sight, but your commander can still see through them. It's not doesn't block line of sight from him. He can still give orders, but like right now, Kai couldn't shoot at your commander because he's hidden behind.
I can target
Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do.
Just
I'll
saying.
actually, I'll move before I move the commander over there. When he gets to here for his first movement action.
You gonna take a pot shot?
How many guys? How many guys does he have with guns?
Just one. Now.
One. He takes a pot shot. At the Grenadiers.
You're gonna need 10.
That's fine.
Yeah, because it's a
No.
Close.
because
No,
it's
All right.
it's a roll. It's if it's plus more than 10, because it's a musket, a 10 will hit.
That's
Like a carbine or a musketoon couldn't
10's
do that.
always hit. 1's always miss.
Right.
Yeah, he could have fired his pistol, which wouldn't have hit. It's basically
that
impossible.
doesn't have long.
That is an
That
impossible.
doesn't have long.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot what's the rule called. I forgot what the rules called.
Long range.
Yeah, it's the same rule as in Blood and Fire.
So that is our first activation.
First card.
A rousing success for me.
I think so.
Certainly was.
Obviously, well, if he had hit with his cannon, he could, because the Spanish actually have a heavy cannon, which is nasty. Because they have, the Spanish force is a more inexperienced force, but as you can tell, they have more guys. So it's like a quantity over quality type thing we got going on. I don't know how well it's going to work out, but that's what we got.
All right.
I'm gonna pass.
Ooh, sneaky!
Diamonds. I will.
I like it. Bold. What do you? Diamonds. Okay.
I will activate this line, and they will take a half shot at the Grenadiers.
Really? Okay.
So you're gonna need probably 10s. So.
Yeah. So how many guys do you have in the front? You have 1, 2, 3. You have 8. It's only 5 shots.
Okay.
Because it's a plus minus. You subtract the dudes with all the flags and stuff and the officer because they don't have long guns. So it's only 5 shots for a half shot.
Okay.
10s still.
You're just going to need 10s because of the range.
Nope.
No hits.
You should fortune. You should use your gold.
Yeah, for 10% rolls,
For our second action, we are inexperienced.
you're going to reload.
We'll
yeah.
reload.
Yeah. See, that's a good tactic. So basically, the Spanish took a shot. It's no negative benefit. I mean, no,
No negative.
yeah, they're fully loaded and shot. You didn't deploy any of your French and attack columns, did you?
No.
Okay, that's your decision. The French line can be in attack columns or in line, but Kai Marshal LaSalle, or actually General LaSalle Devon, decided to go that way.
It's my favorite marshal. My favorite general.
He was a general.
I go first.
There you go.
He would have made Marshall, just died.
He got himself killed like
Yes.
an idiot.
He looked good on the way out though.
Train, right? I will activate my Grenadiers.
Yeah.
They will rally.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good.
They get any more actions? They get another.
Okay, one more action.
Yep. What do you activate them on a heart? Oh,
Yes.
I got 2 actions. Okay.
I'll just move them up. So Forage is there. I'll put them right back in.
There you go.
Yep. And loose formation. One of the things about being in loose, they have a 360 arc. They don't have one of them's walking backwards. It's pretty hot. They have a 360 arc, and they do not have
He's a good Spaniard.
flanks, but they're much more susceptible to cavalry. But the Spanish commander shouldn't worry too much about cavalry because the French commander has none. So you can be in loose formation, not really worry about it.
I'm going to use my club here on this line unit here, and I'm going to make a shoot action on those guys in the brown.
All right.
The Alamura regiment,
Yeah,
a full-blown shoot action.
yeah, because I have 2 actions after that.
Okay, so he's basically has 16 guys, but it's subtract 3 because he has a flag, a drummer, and an officer, but it's add 3 back because it's a volley fire. So you're going to shoot 16 shots. It's a plus minus. Now, if he had done all just regular dudes, he would have had 19 shots.
Can I get 6 more dice?
Oh my gosh. 1, 2, yeah,
It's
sure.
16, right?
Yep, 16 total.
Okay. I need 10s, I'm sure. But,
Mm-hmm.
long bomb shots, see if it works.
You should get at least 1 10 out of this.
Yeah, you never know.
Or 12, or 0.
I got 4.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I got 5.
You got 5 10s?
I got 5 10s.
Well, that's why we roll dice. You never know.
Shoot save for the Spanish line is
Magnificent.
7.
Magnificent 7, fellas.
Go for it.
You take 1 hit.
You take
1.
hit.
Yeah, so that was Juan Pedro. He was on the one.
One guy's dead.
So
John Pete's
one guy
dead.
at the end over here dies. And
Your resolve is a 7, but it goes to a 6 because of Grenadiers.
we have a flag, so we get a reroll.
No, you have a drummer because you get a reroll.
drummer.
Flags work for rallies, and it goes to, so it's a 7 to 6 to 5 because the commander's there with a reroll.
So what's dropping? So they started at a 7.
They drop to a 6 because of the Grenadiers,
Got it.
and they drop to a 5 because of the commander.
Okay.
And you get a reroll because you have a drummer.
2 dice at 5 with 1 reroll.
Yep. So it's pretty solid.
So reroll this one.
Let's see if it works.
It does.
Yeah, so even though they, and
With my last 2 actions, I was gonna
yeah, fire, oh yeah, I got it.
Next card.
Oh, that was crazy.
You guys are just blasting away each other from, there is an objective to the scenario.
We'll get there.
I know. I feel positive that Will's going to crush it.
All right, we will go first.
We got a heart and a club.
We will activate these gentlemen here. They will half shoot at the Grenadiers.
Okay.
A half shot, okay.
Again, it should be
5.
5, just 5.
All right, needing 10s.
Yeah. There it is. 1.
1.
Check your shoot save on them.
These are line?
No, they're Grenadiers.
Oh, yeah, my Grenadiers. It's a 6.
Passes, but you have a resolve, which is probably pretty good.
My resolve is a 5, goes down to a
4. No rerolls, though, because you don't have a drummer.
Okay.
Fine. And then they reload with the second action, so they're loaded.
They do
Don't
not.
get 1.
Oh,
I only have 1 action.
oh, it's a heart. Okay. So they're gonna wind up with 1 reload. There we go.
So I'm gonna do the same thing I just did. 16 shots from these guys at the dudes in white.
Okay. El Rey Regiment.
Well, maybe I should shoot at the cannon instead.
It's your choice.
Kill the cannon, maybe.
Well, it's a max of 24 inches. The cannon might actually be more than 24 inches. I don't know. I think it's a max of 24, right? They're within 24.
Well, they're out of 24.
Oh, we're probably
We've
cheating.
been illegally shooting at each other? Probably. We've been doing that the whole time. I'm gonna shoot anyway. 16 shots right at those guys.
Okay.
You should be within 24 if you deployed 6 inches in. Probably you guys probably bumped them back.
I mean, the front rank is 6 inches in.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
2, 4, 6, 8.
The cannon's definitely out of it because he's backed up a little bit.
16 shots.
Roll it in that bad boy.
Looking for 10 again. Only 2.
7s are better.
Nothing.
Nope.
Ooh. So now you got 3 resolves. You're within the commander's range, same thing. So you're, what did I say? 5s are better.
Yeah, because he's got the Grenadiers.
With a reroll
Make 2 of them.
So the reroll.
because you have a drummer.
No.
Nope.
So you
So
picked
you
up
take
1 fatigue and 2
1
dead.
fatigue and 2 dead.
Nope, from the end. Yeah, you got it.
And
There you
then
go.
my last 2 actions.
Actually, you know, I will take that from the other end.
Yeah, it's your choice. You can do it.
My last 2 actions will be reload.
Yeah, I got you. This is the opening salvos of an
I'm trying to break up
horse.
these casualties by unit so we can kind of track it. So those are all from separate units.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. All right, next card. Ready? Spade?
So you're going first?
Yes. The cannon will automatically
Get a free
reload down to 3 for the free reload.
Yeah.
It is veteran, so they get 2 actions. They'll reload down to 1. They will push
to shoot.
and take a fatigue. No, they're at 1. They're still at 1
Just
reload.
push the reload.
Yeah, oh, push the reload.
So
Yeah.
I push to be fully reloaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna have to wait till next turn to actually shoot it.
Yeah, only belly spot. I'm gonna shoot my Grenadiers at your Grenadiers because I have 3 actions because they're veterans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot and reload. So I need 10s.
Well, because the Grenadiers, if you notice, have 8 guys, they actually have 9. So as long as they're above 8, they get 9 shots because he has no special like upgrades, drummer, etc. +3 because it's a volley shot. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 shots. Check out what their target. Oh no, they're going to need 10. So it doesn't matter. Here, roll it here.
Nothing.
Ironically, the Grenadiers
Other ones
were the best shooters, just best.
And I'm gonna use my other 2 actions to reload because I have 30.
All right.
Are we ever going to close?
At some point.
Last action. You go.
All right. It's my commander. He's trained. I have 2 command points.
He's the mid-level commander with 2 command points.
I'm gonna be coy because I know what he's gonna do. I know what he has left to move, and I know it's about to come thundering in. I'm gonna reload 1 time with these guys.
The thundering charge of cavalry.
If I move forward, he's gonna charge me. And then I'm gonna tell. I can tell these guys to move. Your cav might be too far away to catch me.
No, from there they are.
If I
The
move
max
forward,
they can move. The max they can move is 16 inches in 1 turn. But they're inexperienced cavalry, so the max is probably 12.
Yeah,
Get the free move, yeah. Well, you can push them.
20.
Yeah,
You can't get up 20.
So 3 actions and a free
They'll
action.
never get 3 actions. They're inexperienced.
Stop. They get 2 actions. They can
Right.
push for a 3rd.
Right.
They get a free move.
So that's 16 knucklehead.
Okay.
20. Now, if they weren't, if they
if
were,
they were regular, they get 20.
yeah.
I hate this army.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't play inexperienced armies.
Oh,
so
hey,
this
wait a
is-
minute. So this is how excuses begin. Okay? If he wins, this army's fabulous. If he loses, it's the
I'd
worst
like,
army.
I'd like to go on video record as saying that even if I won with this army, I would never play.
Oh, of course. But I wanted to try it out. Let's
Can I
see.
use a command point to reform?
Huh?
Can I use a command point to reform?
Well, how are you? You mean into square or something?
Or attack off?
Yeah. It's just an action.
Command point that we go on attack?
Yeah, so what he did was he switched them into attack column. He can't advance them, but he takes one side or one base of 8 and puts behind the other one, and he's ready to trudge across the field. So attack columns are good on the attack and in close combat. They're not as good as shooting, and they have bigger flanks.
Yep.
You have another command point, don't you?
I used it
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
the
reload.
reload. Okay.
All right. So I will.
You have what do you have left? Your cav?
Yeah. So they get because they.
They get a free. They get a free when cavalry activate. They get a free 4-inch move, and then they start their turn, so it's free.
All right. So they get a free move, and then how far are we from this?
Gonna go for the middle one, and
From
then
this
you should be able to make that one for sure.
Let's see. That'll get me. That'll be 3 actions to touch that, which I can do without any
Building fatigue, yeah. Because you got the free move and then 2 more actions.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody moves over 8 inches, including cavalry, outside of the free move, it gains a
So
fatigue.
that puts them at about there, and that's how they'll form up.
You can shoot.
Well,
I would have to push to shoot, and
they're gonna hit on 10s. They don't shoot very well.
yeah.
You can still try.
Well,
Cavalry-
or you can stay
Cavalry
loaded.
likes to shoot when they're 4 inches away.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, cavalry's like, I hate you. I didn't finish you. I pull
So
away. I shoot you in the face.
with the cavalry, they're always considered a formation. They can charge or move forward. It's free movement, but the reason that is if they can't charge directly backward, they can't defensive fire right behind them. So it's a little abstracted, but it's a lot easier to move
So
than all
end
that.
of turn. No conditions have been met for the scenario victory.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So everybody draws a new hand, and then we start a new turn. I'm just gonna keep it rolling here.
You still have 6 guys, right? I didn't-
Yeah.
Yes.
No units are actually dead.
Are we allowed to spend a fortune to redraw?
I'd say yeah.
No, I'm just trying to remember, make sure I got it in the rules. I have no problem with that. Yes, I would say yes.
Excellent.
I got to make sure. Note that down somewhere. Quick, note it down.
Well, the way it actually, because everybody gets this wrong.
It's like a mulligan.
Well, it's not a full mulligan because
No, it's not.
You can choose what to draw.
I know.
So what I'm going to do is,
I agree. Everybody gets that wrong, and I reread it recently. I'm like, what? That's where I got it because I read it to add it into the rules. So you can choose to kill what card you want
I'm
to
going
kill,
to actually drop 5 of these.
except for event cards. If you get an event card, you're stuck. So
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And I do have an event card.
okay.
So I will replace that.
Okay, we're going to check out the event. Give me 1 second, and I'll tell you what it is.
You know,
Drop 4 of
we
these.
have the list here. We can do it.
I know, it's in the phone.
What?
Well, you want to go get my computer and read it on me?
What kind of operation is this?
Okay, the Spanish commander got an event card. He rolled an 8 and he got inspiring command. So his commander now has an extra command point for this turn, meaning he has 3 versus 2, which is a good thing. Yeah, put your discard there. Okay. Don Juan, Beethoven, Fernando,
De Castillo.
The 14th.
De Castillo. What card do I want to play? None of these really.
Deep Thoughts by Napoleon.
I'm not Napoleon.
You're way too big to be Napoleon.
I'm
and too good looking.
I'm this out.
Or like a nay with dark hair and a confused look on your face.
I can get my glasses.
That would be DeVoe. Yeah, you could be a DeVoe. Yeah.
I get that.
Hopefully you don't go bald like him. That'll suck. All right, here we go. What do we got?
A spade. This is the club.
The Spanish go first. He wants the free reload on his cannon that cannot shoot straight. Let's see if he does it.
How many reloads do you have on that cannon?
2.
2.
You gonna go counter battery fire? I do have a rule for it.
What do you mean?
If your initial hit is a 10, you blow his cannon up, it's dead. It's like you actually drop a ball right into his cannon. On the initial hit, not the exploding damage. Although you have a heavy gun, you could do a lot of damage to his
Can
cannon.
I skip into that cannon?
I would say, yeah, if you target right here, you draw a line right through the cannon.
Let's activate the heavy cannon, and we will attempt to skip that over there.
That's got to be +3.
All right, so we will.
No, certainly.
We will take a fatigue to aim.
Yeah.
Remember,
Actually, I don't have to. Sorry.
you have 2 actions.
I
You're
have 2
back.
actions. I mean, I have 2 actions.
So you started a 4, you're up to a 7, you're now a 6 because you're aiming.
All right.
And you're gonna miss this twice.
Maybe. It's possible.
That's entirely possible.
No,
you did not.
Okay, so you hit, roll a d10 divided by 2 for skip. If you rolled a 1, I'd say no, but a 3, you're fine. So you're going to go into both. You're going to need a...
I gotta die.
You got a die. Well, we got a red one if you want. So roll 4 d10s looking for 7s on these guys. This, how many you get?
2.
Oh, 2.
2 9 and better saves on the French light. So 1 more die. No, pick them out right, guy. You're gonna,
From the end.
yeah, you're gonna have to move the trumpeter, or you can pick it from the.
Pick from this end.
Yeah, if you want, it doesn't matter. You pick them from wherever you want.
All right.
So you got 1 dead guy here.
And then 4 more dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will re-roll that.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this could take your cannon
Kill
out.
my cannon here.
Yes, you can.
Still crap. Actually worse.
So he took one dead, 1 damage, right, on the cannon. So you have
2 fatigue rolls there.
two resolve rolls there.
My command is in range, so I'm looking for
5
5.
with no rerolls.
1 fatigue.
So you're up to 2 now, which is good.
2.
He's up to 2 fatigue. And then you got what, 3 here, 2 casualties and 1 initial hit.
Yep. I'm looking for 5s again.
Mm-hmm. With a reroll. Because you have a command. Oh no, you're looking for 4s.
Oh,
You have your grenadiers
I'm
there.
good.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, your grenadiers
All
bump to
right,
4.
so they use their 2 actions to aim and shoot.
And they get
they pick up 4 reloads. They get a free reload,
Yeah,
so
you got
they're
it.
down to
3. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the grenadiers only support line units. They don't support cannons and stuff like that.
Should I be a +3 there?
I don't know how far away.
Or 1, 2. Yeah, I'd be a +3. I'm 14 inches.
So you'd be hitting on 9s. And it would be what do you got? 14 there, -3. So it'd be 14 shots. -3 for the command, +3 for the volley. Are you gonna move forward?
These guys haven't activated yet. His forces.
No.
I'm just gonna shoot and then reload.
Okay, fair enough.
You said 14 shots?
Yeah, I'm looking for 9s. Fine.
Only 3.
3. Check what the horses say that. It's probably 7s for shoot saves. I'm not sure. 100% on that.
Shoot save is a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 guys.
Check the you don't even know the results.
Hey,
He needs-
I know it's not a 4, and I know it's not a 2.
You get a reroll.
So,
You get a reroll because you have a musician.
alright, so we take 1 fatigue.
One take that's the base. Hey, I'm gonna put your.
But we lost,
I'm gonna put your
2 guys.
trumpeter up in the front because he'd be the last guy you want to get killed. Just 2.
Yep.
So,
1 fatigue.
yep, not bad. For inexperienced cavalry, they're only 3.
I'm going to track the casualties over
You know the crazy thing with the cavalry is it cost the inexperienced cavalry costs the same as just a French lineman. So you can make you can make an all cavalry army. You know you want to do that.
I don't. Alright.
I do.
You do. What are you talking about? Yes, you do. I know your attraction to cavalry. It's weird.
You've broken me out of heaven.
I broke you out of the cavalry. It's all the PTSD of cavalry dying.
It's Rufus like, let me make cavalry worse. And I'm just like, alright, you win.
No, they're good. They're good. They're good.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't
I'm gonna
believe
play you all cavalry armies.
That's
Crush
fine.
you.
You can do it.
I'll have army in a heartbeat.
All Spanish Lancero guerrilla cavalry.
Alright,
They're like Lanceros that move fast with ruthless.
what are we up to? The next
That's pretty sexy.
activation?
Next one.
What do I want to do here? Those guys shot, but they're reloaded.
That's not gonna work.
Alright.
This is the first time I've seen somebody play this with like thought, not just move forward as fast as possible and see what the hell happens. I tell you, Brian was here. Mr. Brian Stroop, be a different action going on.
Brian
He'd be stumbling forward like no tomorrow, shooting guns in the air and yelling and screaming yeehaw.
Well, the game would be over.
They would have lost by now.
lost.
Nah, give it the third turn and he would have lost.
Nah.
Turn 3, you're out.
Alright.
I'm gonna paint all your armies for free. I'm gonna give you mine also, but you can only play Spanish armies. Spanish line. No, well, we can make it worse.
Okay, can I make it? I mean, can I add it? Can I make them at least trained?
No. I'm gonna give you all inexperienced line units. No cannons, nothing.
Quite delicious.
Just a
Hey, in all seriousness, yes, you can. You can play around, make them trained, and all kinds of stuff.
Alright, you got it.
To an extent, there's a special character that can make 2 units trained, and
You don't get a free reload on a heart, do you?
Yes,
Oh, you do.
spades and hearts for veterans and for
It's
cannons.
gonna take me to 1. I'm gonna use it on the cannon.
Well, you only have 1 action.
Oh,
You're -1. Somebody put a little fatigue on you.
And you can't push.
I can't push because then I go shoot them.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah. It wasn't the greatest success against that
No,
cannon, but it was
but
enough
you
to stymie
negate-
it for this turn.
You negate it for a turn for sure. Unless he rolls over there and like uses a command point or some crap. Oh, here they come. Mon adieu. It is the attack of the Grenadiers with my horrible French BS accent.
Mon Dieu, c'est qu'on se fait, c'est qu'on s'en. There we go. I'm just gonna. These guys, they're not gonna move forward. That'd be stupid to move them out in the open.
Why?
They're in the open now.
Yeah, what the hell's the difference? You want to get towards the objectives,
I wanna
right?
get closer to him. I want to kill him a bit more. before I get
Well,
to-
why? You guys are hitting.
Hey, what are you French guys doing?
You're just flailing about.
We've
We've got important Spaniards.
Those guys are.
You guys
Hey,
dead, you got like 8.
hey, those Grenadiers are studs.
Yeah, I don't want them to talk. Fuck it.
You guys couldn't kill guys on horses.
That's true.
The Grenadiers could kill them. Yeah, could jack them up pretty good.
Remember when my commander ate a cannonball? He just caught it in his mouth.
Like a big meatball.
I'm gonna shoot at his horse.
So he's in.
It's
He's
still
in.
+3.
He's an arc because he's got a 180 arc. Are you +1,
It's +3.
+2, +3? Yeah. So right now you're at 8, but you still have what is it?
I still have 11 guys.
No, you have 9 +3, so you have 12 shots, needing 8s.
12 shots in 8
Yeah, that's not that's kind of doable. You get some stuff hits there. I see at least 2 so
I see
far.
4,
Yeah.
5.
Well, see, that's pretty solid. And basically the Spanish light cavalry are armored head to toe, so they save on 9s.
No.
Sevens, yeah.
5
They
shots for 7.
they save on 9s, re-rolling fails.
That's gonna wipe that unit. 1 save. So we have 5 resolve.
Jesus.
Hey, you get a re-roll on 7s.
1. So just get them all but 1.
That's
not what happened.
No.
So how many are you up to?
Let's see. They got 4.
You got 4 more.
5.
Yeah.
So you're up to 5.
It
they got-
doubles the amount
No,
of guys.
it doesn't double.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
5
I can't add. Don't put all your dead guys over.
2 times 2 is
4.
So what happened for people watching at home? He doubled the amount of fatigue his guys left in the unit. 5 versus 2 guys, it kills the unit. They run away, basically.
Yeah.
Their grenadiers are unloaded. You wanted to just not even move them forward. What's wrong with you?
I want to play it slow.
Hey, you want to maybe play French?
Hey, you
No.
wanna-
What I don't want to play
You didn't
ever,
use your card yet.
right, I know. What I never want to play ever is inexperienced cavalry. So cavalry is about speed.
They're
This
amazing.
is for the audience, not for the guy who made this list. He knows what he did. Cavalry is about speed. So with cavalry, you always want to maximize
Yes.
your action. So I would much rather have had a veteran cavalry unit
Or at least
than a veteran
Yeah.
artillery unit.
So that comes up. The reason the Spanish artillery are veterans is they were known as being tenacious in the war. For whatever reason, they're by far the strongest arm the Spanish army had was their artillery. By far, their weakest arm they had was their cavalry. But because of the scale of Blood and Bayonets, you're allowed to pay points, which I didn't because I just wanted to see how inexperienced would work. And they have worked in the past, but obviously they worked too well here. But that you could bump them up to trained.
Yeah, I mean, at trained cavalry, I would have punched into that.
Yeah,
cannon.
you probably would have made it all
I
the way
would have
across
punched
the
in
board.
that cannon and been in his flank. So I would have been behind his forward arc. So if I was able to get them to act again, I could charge his units, and since I was behind their front arc, I would avoid defensive fire.
Or the flip side is you force the French player to start forming squares, which slows down his ability to move forward. So now he's not coming. He's not coming towards the objectives.
To be fair, the best thing that could happen for this particular scenario is for the French to start forming squares where they are now. Because they have to get here, and squares don't move.
Yeah,
So,
they don't move. Yeah.
Not very quickly. I think they actually did move, but not well.
No, yeah, they would normally in Napoleon they wouldn't move at all. They have had in history they'd make these huge squares that would move, but very slowly.
All right, so we got to we have to do some a little bit of change up here. So we will order the commander. We'll order these guys to half shoot at these grenadiers.
Yep.
So that will be 5 shots.
5.
What are we still at 10?
You might be 9s. Well, no, for your guys you're going to be 10s because they started at 7s.
Yeah, you're
7,
4.
So then that's going to be 10.
Yeah,
All right,
still
so
going to be 10.
5 dice at 10 on the grenadiers.
Nope.
Nothing. All right, and they pick up 1 more reload.
And you still have 2.
Correct.
Command points
I have
because
I
you
have
got the extra one.
I have an extra one. So right from where I'm at, I will order these guys, and they will do a full volley at those guys. So they're going to get. Let's see. They have 6.
They have 14 guys.
Yes.
You get 14 shots because you're going to go 14 minus 3 for your command, but then plus 3 for the volley. So
Okay,
you have 14
shots. So
Yep.
I'm going to need some more dice. I have 5. Let's see. That's another 5. That's 10. And then 14. All right. And give it a thing. It's gonna get messy.
Yeah,
I
boom.
assume we'll need 10. So let's see what happens. 1.
2.
Nope. 2.
2
Oh,
shoots.
sorry, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So 3 shots on my grenadiers.
Yes, sir.
Were super awesome and cool and great. And
Hey, if you shoot his attack column with your cannon, you'll do
don't tell him about that.
you'll do 6 exploding.
Don't tell me I play this game.
Okay.
So 6. So I'm looking for 6s on 3 hits.
The guy who designed this list doesn't get to tell me how to play this game.
Ooh, 2 dead. Oh, he wants to keep his grenadiers.
Yeah, why wouldn't
It's an all or nothing roll. All right, so no more glory for you, right? What do you care?
Yeah, one guy dies.
One guy did. Bloop. And then you have resolves. Your commander's still there, so you're probably down to a
Like a
4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
No reroll though.
Oh, good.
Okay, there we go.
All right, and then my commander, who is trained, will take a little bit of what we like to call a shimmy.
It's a truffle shuffle, if you want to be correct. Truffle shuffle.
Shimmy.
You shimmy into the left,
We just
over
go
to the
truffle
other
shuffle
side of the
here.
line.
And
Hey,
then with our last command point, we will order these guys to reload.
hey, you left your commander's 2 shots. I just see if Miguel was in the Napoleonic period, he would be wearing a green and red with gold trim outfit. I could see that. I could see you rocking that. Red pants,
He'd be beautiful.
green jacket.
I would like to think that I would be a little more aristocratic, so I would rock some purple.
Some purple and maybe purple gold
Right,
lame.
purple, a little bit of gold filigree, you know.
Some skin tight,
Yeah,
looks
I mean,
good.
He'd most certainly be wearing some sort of
Now you
silk
get me.
something.
Now you get me.
Oh, there'd be some silk.
There'd be some silk
It might be in the wrong places, but there'd be some silk involved.
I'm ready, sir. I'm ready.
You don't want to chafe, you know what I mean? You want to keep it going.
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right, what do you got?
4 of diamonds.
Well, that's not good enough.
Yep.
All right, so
Oh,
we will activate the cannon. They will get a free reload, so they go down to 1 reload. They are veterans, so they get 2 actions. They will reload with their first action, so they are fully reloaded. Ooh, it's quite delicious.
What target do you want
I'm going to take a fatigue
to aim?
to aim, and I'm going to target the grenadiers in the hope of getting a good skip.
Yeah, you can probably.
Trying to get,
What? Let's check the distance on this. You guys have.
How far is? Are you trying to skip it into his commander? Which you could do.
I'll skip it to the unit back. I'll skip it into.
If it's what I'm saying is, if it's over 5 inches, you ain't gonna be able to
I'm
do
probably
it.
going to skip it into that unit.
See how far away it is?
yeah, the commander's too far, but these guys.
You could get it into them.
Yeah, sure.
You'd have to roll either.
What do we have here for the closest?
Closest there.
25.
Okay. So that's +2.
No, +3. 24. +3. So you started a 4.
Because we go.
First 8 is free.
Is free, so we go 16, 24, 25.
Yeah.
So +3,
Minus
I aim,
one.
-1, so 7.
No, 6. They started a 4.
They start 4. Okay.
Yeah, they're better. They're better than the line.
All right.
So 1 die, looking for a 6.
50-50. Yeah, got it.
Boom. Okay, so roll your skip. You got to roll pretty high. What do you get?
3. 6 divided by 2 would be 3 inches.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get there with 3 inches.
Yeah, maybe.
Just measure the edge of the closest guy in the unit to his unit.
No.
Nah.
3
it's not
and
gonna-
2 right
All
now.
right, well, then the grenadier.
So
gets
1
in.
grenadier's dead. Oh, you're under 8. You're loose now at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
One.
So,
Did you pick off the dead guy?
Yeah.
And then we got 4 at 7, correct?
Yeah, 4.
1 more.
So 1 more 9 or better. No, you gotta roll.
I gotta
You
roll,
gotta save. Yeah, 9 or better though.
Nope.
No, so you got another one down.
So that's gonna be 3.
3 resolves at 4 or better.
So they're fine.
Mhm.
They're
But
no longer in.
take them off the base and leave them loose now because they are under 8. They can no longer maintain that kind of. So now they're like a kind of a blob of dudes running across the battlefield.
All right, you're diamond.
So if you notice, even though cannons get 4 reloads, you've already fired it twice, 3 times. How many times you fired the thing? It's turn 3 and you fired it 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah. So it could be done if you manage it with command points and using the right cards and
Pushing has
pushing.
helped a lot.
You're going to get to the point where they're going to fatigue out though, and you're going to have to rally
They're
them.
at that point now.
To rally them to get them back in
I'm
action.
gonna activate my commander. These guys are not within 10, but he's gonna move at some point. Just gonna tell these guys to move forward.
Yeah, I think I gave you a horrible army, by the way. I gave you a pretty crappy army.
It's tough. It's not ideal. But to be fair, there are people who would take this army and they might utilize it better. I think my issue with this is it's almost like it's either too inexperienced or not inexperienced enough. It's
Yeah,
a
to
matter-
give you another.
Yeah, it's
well,
a matter where like.
But
you
you've
know,
played the Spanish before and won with it.
Right,
But when you play with them, they had at least one English unit in there.
I played Spanish, but they were mixed with English.
Right,
so
right.
they
So,
had like
yeah.
a units bracket. I also took a kind of a nasty hit on my Grenadiers, so I kind of lost my anchor.
Right, and also just so you know, some people were asking on Facebook. There's a very robust ally system in this, and so you can make an army of one Portuguese unit, one English unit, one Spanish unit. There's all kinds of interesting things you can do. So if you were both showed up with French armies, they could look completely different, or both English armies, which is pretty.
Yeah, I mean, this Spanish army has a very, very soft underbelly.
Well, they lost. They beat the French once, and I think they lost like 199 times or something.
Right.
But today could have been the day.
Yeah, just my commander told those two guys.
Push those guys up.
and then
All right.
the-
The French line has moved forward.
What are we doing here?
Right now, you're covering your cannon shot. But if you get off the hill, you'll be good.
I'm not worried about it.
Well, you do have the bayonet shirt on.
Go for it. Come on,
You go for it.
So
all right.
we have a heart.
We will activate the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers will shoot the Grenadiers.
Perfect.
You started at 6. I don't know if you're a 10 or not.
I think he needs a 10. He might not need it. He might need a 10 if I'm not. 21.
So that's 8, 12, 16,
Yeah, you need a 9.
20.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you need a 10.
10. Yeah.
5 shots for a 10. Nope.
Really?
Yep, 1. Just blinking your Grenadiers away to nothing. I think it's 6 this time.
I'm pretty sure it's 6, but I want to make sure. It's a 6.
Nope.
Okay.
But a resolve.
Oh.
Which you've yet to fail one the entire game.
Alright, so the
French.
Grenadiers
We don't do that kind of thing.
go up to
Two.
2. They have 2 actions. They will go down to 1.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm going to activate these guys. They're going to move forward 2.
2 8-inch moves.
2 4-inch moves. I wish I had 2 8-inch moves.
Can you touch it? Yeah, look at that. So he's towing the objective now.
These guys will come up with it. Do I want to push to shoot?
I don't know.
Shoot.
I mean, he's unloaded. I don't know.
Yeah, what would I be at?
I can't. You have to take measured turns, so I can't see it.
I'm at a 14, so yeah, plus 3.
Plus 3, so you'd be in 9s right now.
I'm not going to push to shoot.
Okay. A club and a heart, so the Spanish player goes first. The Spanish have yet to move forward at all from their starting positions. Keeping it strong.
He's maintaining his line.
Yep, maintaining the line. Except the unwieldy cavalry just missiled off the board.
That right there is a feat of commandmanship.
Yes. Hey, to keep your Spanish on the field in control.
The
According
Spanish-
to an English historian, they would have all run away a long time ago from the sound of their own guns, in utter abject fear. Like
What was his name? Heighthwaite?
yeah. The sound of their own guns.
So the Spanish only really have one action because they're inexperienced.
Right.
So here's what we're going to do. You cannot push
Yep.
to rally.
No.
So I'm going to attempt to rally first.
Well, don't rallies have to be last? So we
No.
can just push
No,
first
you
and-
only have one fatigue.
Right.
Yeah, with one fatigue, he's fine. You can do it any
So I
time.
can rally.
He could rally 3 times in a row with
then
one
push.
fatigue.
And then push.
Forward.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rally.
Yeah, because he only has one.
And I do.
Hot dogs.
So that goes away.
Now he has another action.
And then
Don't move forward, whatever you do.
I will reload.
Awesome. Great choice. What else do you have to activate?
I have these guys over here.
Okay. And these guys are going to move 12 over on the objective.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So you're going to move,
I just used all 3 actions to move forward.
you're going to get a fatigue, though. You move more than 8.
That's fine.
No. So right now, the French player is controlling 2 out of the 3 objectives. So it's up to the Spanish player to either get him to get off one of the objectives, or
You go first.
go back to the camp and
They
surrender.
have to rally, because all I have left is these guys, and all they can do is rally.
Well, no, they have 2 objectives. They have. Oh no, you played Basically, all they can do is
Well,
rally.
I have to do a dedicated rally.
What, you get a free reload because you played a
man.
spade.
Not if you are.
There are no dedicated rallies.
Okay, but
I do have. That brings up a good point.
I don't believe that triggers
Because I'm
because unless he gets out of being.
Oh no, he doesn't have to rally.
He's not shaking, so it does trigger.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have to rally. He could just say, "I don't want to rally."
No, he has to rally.
Why?
That's the rules.
Okay, it's not the rules I wrote.
Well, I mean, you need to rewrite
Hey, just so we know, an interesting thing I did, okay, and this brings up a good point, and a lot of Blood and Plunder players or people who are familiar with other games. I do have dedicated actions. I do have dedicated actions in like sailing repairs, because the way I look at it is that's what the sailors are going to do. They're going to put all their effort into repairing the leak or the fire or changing the way this ship's moving. I do not have dedicated actions when it comes to like fight. And let me explain it is. So you charge in, you're in line, right? You charge in, you get no benefit from charging in line. You basically become loose when you charge in, like a big blob of blah. You defeat your opponent, right? So you have 2 actions total. Your first action is to charge. Your second action, you defeat your opponent. You wipe them off the board. But you still have an action left. And that other action is to reform into line or move or something. So you can do that. You can go in and then move away. So it's a little different than Blood and Plunder in that sense, but it allows units to get into close combat and reform and or form square or do something different.
Question.
Yeah.
So we have how many lines can shoot in that formation?
He can just do a half shot with the first. So he's got 5. He's got 5 shots. That's it.
Why does he have 5?
He has 3 dudes in the front.
And the other dude.
So wait.
It's those 4 and then him.
So the rear line can shoot.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
just
I
the
need.
first 2.
Yeah. It's just whatever he's got in that first 2 lines can shoot.
Right.
But the difference is he counts completely unloaded when he does it. It's not a half shot.
Right. Okay.
Because historically, the guys in the back, a lot of times they wouldn't even be loaded because they'd be afraid they'd shoot the guys in the front. So they just shoot, especially the Revolution.
For those watching this video, why I'm not going to charge that unit. In order to charge that unit, I would have to go over 8 inches. And because I have what we like to call in the Spanish army, a quality line unit.
I don't know. Could you even get there?
Yeah, I could get
He'd
there.
have to push.
I'd have to push.
Oh, and then you'd be coming in with a fatigue. Then
That is incorrect. I'd be coming in with 2 fatigue, and here's why.
for going over
I would be going over.
and then all he's got to do is
Another
go.
one.
One voice, gentlemen. One voice. I would be going over 8 inches, which would give me a fatigue
Right.
for exhausting myself running that fast.
And then the push.
The push would also give me a fatigue.
And then 1 shot of defensive fire, and you run away, and that's the end of that.
I mean, the chances of these Spanish guys not picking up a fatigue from 5 shots of defensive fire is
Your resolve as a savage is great.
Yeah, it's
You'd
great.
be fine.
It's
It's a 30% chance. It's pretty good.
Well, maybe the Grenadiers will help me. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our 2 actions to fully reload. Then we are going to push and pick up 2 more reloads as we're going to do an attempt at.
You're going to shoot at somebody.
I am. I'm trying to see who I want to shoot at more.
I would just shoot if one of them's in a closer.
I think these guys are closer, so I'm going to just shoot at them. So I'm going to pick up a fatigue for pushing. Closest to closest is under 12. So
Nines.
I'm going to need that. Is it 9s?
Yeah, they started at 7.
Yeah.
It's +2. Yeah. They're not the best shots in the world.
Viva España!
Viva España! You
How
got
many shots?
16 minus 3. Oh no, you got 15 minus 3 is 12 plus 3, so it's
15.
15 shots.
15.
Always got it, but he already got 1 fatigue on him. So if he's looking to build a couple fatigues on you and push you off the
Somebody get me off the objective.
I need 1 more die.
Here.
Thank you, sir. All right, needing 9s.
I've committed my guard. I see what happens.
No more glory, right?
No.
So this is it.
Not a great shot. One hit.
It's enough.
That's exactly what. That's this whole game. That's what this list is. 15 shots, one hit.
Yeah.
That's the name of this.
20% is.
That's what I'd like to name this list.
Okay.
I save on 6s.
There's a 5.
You failed it.
Two.
Oh, this is it.
Uh-oh.
No, wait a minute.
He could get maximum fatigue and win the game.
There's also six.
So you're safe on a 6 with 1 reroll because you're outside of all your commands.
I'm good.
Yeah. So he loses a guy, he's good. He's not running.
Well, I'd like to say this was a good game, but it was not.
That being said, is obviously I built these lists for Miguel. I just basically threw a list out. I wanted to see how he could do with an inexperienced list. I was relying on his amazing acumen to win, but obviously that didn't work out.
Tactical ability.
But he has won with a similar list. But I agree that he needs at least like maybe one European solid, like an English unit, replacing one of the Spanish line or something like that, which you could do with the points.
I mean, I think that with a inexperienced list, you usually will at least have one unit that's kind of like your anchor.
Yeah, your core.
I don't know that the cannon was the best anchor for this list. For me, the best anchor for this list would have been a better cavalry unit. Not crazy better, because I don't think they can get a veteran cavalry unit. They can only get experience. But if you look at the improvement, as soon as you make the Spanish cavalry even experienced, they also pick up battle hardened, which helps them mitigate fatigue when they're in melee.
Yeah.
And just having that one extra action from being experienced, I would have made contact with this, because I would have ran this commander back like a cheerleading squad behind,
like what I was
and
doing here.
And try to get in his flank and then
right.
screw
I
him
would
up.
have pushed them to get. And that's very much my style, is to have a melee unit come out of nowhere,
maneuver unit,
and hit the flank.
The other thing is because the French had no cavalry, you have some advantage there to like kind of maneuver around.
Right.
So that being said, let's check our secret objectives and see if we accomplish any of them.
I don't think I did.
Oh wow!
Right now it's 2-0.
That's what you did.
I'm trying to figure out.
Did you just jack it all up?
I just mixed them all up, I think. But I kind of know what I picked here.
So basically, the game is over right now, 2-0. The French player has won, but he can wind up losing if he didn't accomplish any of his objectives, his secret objectives. Seeing how the Spanish player doesn't seem to know what his are,
I don't know what
I would call that a loss.
I think there's no greater loss that I could accept for this game.
I think I got one because I killed a cavalry unit.
Let me see this.
Tell me what you look at it. See if you
Let me know what you picked.
Yeah, you just go.
I know what I picked.
So it's one secret objective per suit. Everybody has the same list of secret objectives. And then you go through and you set these cards aside, and if you accomplish them, you'll get extra victory.
Cause the unit to become shaken with a cannon shoot action. I did that.
Yeah, you did right there. So that's 1 point.
1 victory point.
So you're up to 3.
Repulse a charge with defensive fire. It didn't happen. You never charged me.
Nope, never left his line. He's still in the same position.
I
You know what it is? You're doing
close to the cab. I was
Hey,
hoping the cab would hit me.
He's doing the George Washington approach. You're going to leave with your army attacked.
Eliminate an opposing commander. Nope, did not do that.
You came close.
I came close. What is this? 5? Destroy a unit with a cannon shot. I did not do that, so I just did 1.
So you're at 3.
You see this? I picked all mine middling, and then so the first one I think I picked was first player to cause a casualty with a shoot action. I did not do that.
You did not do that.
Did not happen. Actually, you should just play that. Destroy a unit in melee combat. That did not.
Nope.
Let's see. Destroy a unit with a cannon shot also did not happen.
Nope.
Despite my best efforts.
You could have gotten his cannon.
I got the cannon off as much as I really.
No, I mean you could have killed his cannon.
And I don't think I had one here. What was this other one that I picked? It wasn't really great. So destroy a unit with a cannon shot. I'm trying to see what the other one was for hearts. There wasn't one for.
I hope you didn't pick the one where you're going to table Kai. That's.
I think it was eliminate the opposing commander, maybe, or something like that.
I thought for a second I picked the wrong one and did the lucky hit one, the ship one.
Yeah, that was a.
But I accomplished none of them. There was no hope.
So we got a 3-0 victory for the French. That's basically what you're looking at, are 200-point forces. I'll reiterate, we're playing on the right size table. You could play with a little more terrain. We just wanted to kind of keep it open so people could see how it functions in the open. But even though we don't have a lot of terrain, if you notice, there's not a ton of dead guys. There would have been more if we closed. And if the game had gone a little bit longer, but unlike Blood and Plunder and a lot of the other games, if you're right out in the open, you can survive. But a reason that is a lot of Napoleonic battles were fought more in kind of an openish kind of area. That's how they were trained, and that's how they fought. Although there were times you can take this game into a city, into a village. You could do that. You'll just have less ability to form formations and stuff. So anyway, hope you guys had fun. Kai, let me see your shirt. That's why the French won. He's actually got a Blood and Plunder shirt, but we only got a Blood and Valor shirt over here. Any last words? No Viva España?
No, not this Spania. I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely not.
España es
Hey.
muerte.
Hey, how about a win is a win?
A win's a win. Hey, I won.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks.